AMC stock today, AMC stock today live. So right now AMC is trading at $42.84, a retracement of $0.44 in this post/pre-market session. Pre-market session of the 19th of October, post-market of the 18th of October. So right now it is 4:06 Eastern US time right now. So AMC, we have volumes of about 6,556. It could be more or less. So what's going on right now is that AMC is just lost, $0.44. It closed the session of the 18th of October 2021 at $43.03, a gain of 5.62%. So what do we have here? We have here the options, and before we get to the options, we have a few things going on here. This is the fourth session, the session of the 18th of October. Is the fourth session that AMC has been rallying. It started rallying on the 13th of October from the previous close of $36.80, and it has now continued to extend to where it is now, where it closed at $43.03. It has retraced slightly. So I think the readout is saying that AMC is consolidating within a longer term. It appears to be consolidating within a longer term uptrend. Shares are presently above the 200-day moving average, which is rising along with the 10-day moving average. However, the average reductional index is below 20, indicating that it has exhibited sideways movement. Okay, it's lagging the S&P 500, possibly because of its history. It might be saying it is consolidating. Momentum for AMC strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is above 80, the level which many analysts call overbought. This means that investors have been actively purchasing shares and driving the price higher. Yes, and it hasn't reached the maximum, and indeed, yes, it may also pull back and correct, but it's rallying, and there's no guarantee. It's not really at some point it will happen. It will cool off a bit. The momentum will cool off a bit. Which is a natural thing, very, very, very natural, But at the same time, it could continue to extend and remain overbought for a very long period of time. So any of those can happen, So we have that the volume for that session was lighter than usual, trading 49.787 million shares versus an average of 111.07 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Buyers are definitely more active than sellers on AMC. So on the option side of things, so this is the October 22 series. These will expire in 3 days. So we're seeing a lot of things here. We have the 45 strike has a decent amount of open interest there. That's an indication, amongst other things, that maybe this is where market participants are pricing AMC stock to reach. Okay, so we have also the $52 strike. Okay, that's lofty as well, and nothing else really. We're not seeing any other sort of. Okay, yes, we have down here the 67. Well, is it possible? If you were in January of this year, there's every chance that it can definitely reach, based on what it has done, it can easily reach $67. But that was based on what it did then, how the interest was, but of late we're not seeing that sort of interest. We based on what has happened since that time, we don't really think it will even reach $52, but still very much bullish. The stock is still very much bullish. So let's return and see what's going on. The loss is now 0.49%. Let's see whether we can get any of the graphics here on the daily model for the stock. We're not seeing that. It's not that. Okay, yes, we're seeing the graphics now. It's at $42.85. So we have been able to establish a few Fibonacci extension levels. So given the price of 38.05, this is the price that it closed at October 7th, 38.05. So assuming you bought the stock at this price, 38.05, and obviously it retraced down to 36.80 as at the 12th of October. So if you take the difference between those two prices, you have a price of $1.25. So and if you multiply that 1.25, which is the difference between those two closing prices, by 2.618, which is the 200, or rather 261.8% extension level. So if you multiply that, you have a price of $3.2725. If you add that this figure to the closing price of 43.03, you have a target of 46.3025, the 261.8% Fibonacci extension level based on the prices we used, and then the 161.8% extension level will also give you $45.0525. So these are the sort of price targets we are looking at right now. So and indeed, yes, you can see here clearly market participants are also targeting a 45 strike. Yes, the market on the options pit, you can see they are targeting that. It's a choice price target. It's a choice strike. So they may have their calculations may be in line with this sort of 161.8% extension level. Okay, so that is probably why we amongst other things, it could also be just a coincidental occurrence that we have that target and as the same as what they have. So moving on, let's quickly see if we can have a look and see whether we'll be able to have a look at the 10-day model for AMC and just have a look at how it has performed over the last 10 trading sessions. Okay, this is how it has performed. I think of late, probably since the 13th, yes, it has been on a very steep, bullish trend. And indeed, yes, like we indicated, since the 13th it has been rallying. So that is why we have this, very steep angle of attack the stock is on right now. But of late, towards the end of that session, it was just moving sideways. But the underlying trend is a bullish one for the stock. And you can see also the unbalanced indicator is definitely very bullish as well. You can see clearly that the slope is positive, suggesting that buyers are easily more active than sellers. Okay, but the momentum is indicating some bearishness here. You can see that the fast line is at 32.4 and the slow line is at 38.1. So some lack of momentum has kicked in based on this model we're looking at right now. So it's really good. It's good when it kicks in. It presents another opportunity for market participants to jump in. Momentum has cooled off. It's cooling off as at when the session ended. Yesterday, the 18th. So this is what's going on, or this is how it's closed for AMC. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.